Man, guys. You know, when we first started to get information about Zom 100, and I hopped in to the trailer for the first time, and I saw Kensho here, I initially thought, man, he's going to be our typical douchebag character, the one we get in all these shows that's got to be Mr. Macho Man and upsert our main character in every stretch of the way. But Kensho is so good! I really like him a lot. He's kind of freaking awesome. And I love his dynamic with Akira in this episode. Man, this show just constantly subverts my expectations, and I actually love it, man. I can't wait to get into it and talk about it. So let's just do just that and talk about Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, episode 3 today, because we got a nice little bro episode. Now, our episode today begins on kind of a sad note, actually, as we see a bunch of hosts have actually taken their club and turned it into a shelter for people to stay at during the zombie attacks. Now, everyone's terrified. Everyone's scared. This is a scary situation, after all, despite all the vibrant colors in the show. But they're fighting hard to protect everyone. And it's here as we transition to our boy Akira. He's on a mission today as he makes his way all the way to Shinjuku. As he says, I knew you wouldn't just lie down and die. Wait for me, Kensho. I'm coming, bud. But before we get into that, let's actually rewind it a bit to a few hours earlier as we see our boy Akira is just trying to cross out everything on his list one at a time, starting with growing a beard quite badly, I might add. And as he's trying to figure out what to do during this day, he suddenly realizes that, wait, I got a lot of messages all of a sudden. The internet has to be back up. And as he's looking through them, he starts thinking, you know, come to think of it, for the past 3 years, I was so bogged down with work that I've had to turn down invite after invite from people. And it's here we just see him waiting around like a little schoolgirl for someone to eventually message him like, come on guys, I'm free now, message me, I want to do something. But it's here when he starts thinking about it, he starts realizing this isn't good news, as he says, I can only use my phone now because internet traffic must be down. Which means there aren't a lot of people using it because they're dead. As he starts thinking, man, I sacrificed time I could have spent with friends, and for what? But it's here as he's scrolling through his phone, he suddenly remembers someone very important to him, as he decides, I'm gonna give him a call. And it's here as we transition to our next scene, and to our said friend, he is going through it right now. He's been trapped in this hotel for 3 days, literally only having water to consume, no food or anything. And he is exhausted. And to make matters worse, he's been stuck in the room with a girl that's turned this whole time. As he says, damn, I'm glad my drunk ass just happened to pick the bondage room. Yo, true guys, if she wasn't chained up, he'd be dead right now. Kinks saved your life, confirmed? And it's here in his darkest moment, as he thinks to himself, is this how it all ends for me? In some stupid place like this? Literally a dildo right next to me? Is this how it ends? And it's here, he has a flashback of his time with Akira, actually. The good times they shared together. As he thinks, man, this guy always used to laugh at my stupid jokes, didn't he? As he says, man, those were the days back in college. But it's here in this moment. Who should call him but our boy Akira himself? And he's shocked by that. And as he answers, Akira's like, damn, you actually answered? You're alive, man. Hey, what's up? It's been a while. Has it really been a year since we last went for drinks, man? Whew, time flies. The apocalypse, everything. It's crazy. As he adds, what's wrong, man? You sound a little down right now. As Kensho's just like, bro, why are you so hyped right now? As Akira tells him, don't worry about it, I'll tell you when we meet up. Where are you right now? And as he tells him Shinjuku, he says, alright, I'm heading over right now, you stay put. As he says, text me your address, man, I'm heading there now. And hangs up on this man. And naturally, like a normal person, Kensho's just like, the fuck just happened? And it's here as we transition to Akira heading there to go find him. He starts reflecting on his time with Kensho, as he says, back in college, Kensho and I went through a lot together during our 4 years in the rugby club. He was a handsome, smooth talker, but despite being popular, he'd go all out to be the life of the party. He was my closest friend. As Akira adds and says, he became a real big-time real estate agent after college. With his natural talent for communication, things were smooth sailing for him at his job. And it's here as we see them talking with each other. Everything looks like it's going great. He seems happy. He's showing off his new girlfriend who's a model. Everything looks great for Kensho. But for Akira, that's like literally the last thing he wants to hear, as he says, my soul was getting crushed in the gears of an exploitative company. I didn't have the patience to listen to other people's success stories. And as they continue talking through the night, Kensho literally tells him what we're all thinking, like, dude, why don't you just quit already? Staying with a company like that is stupid. But it's here Akira snaps and says, you're being obnoxious with your bragging about personal life, man. Shut the hell up. And as they both get ticked off by this, and they're pretty drunk, they both leave right then and there on kind of bad terms. As we see that this is still affecting Akira to this day. That's why he wants to find Kensho so badly. And it's here as we actually transition back to our host club member. We see that his time looks like it's here. He's going down with the zombies, man. His other friends have turned, and he's the last one left. He looks like he's about to die. But all of a sudden, we hear a car alarm in the distance that actually pulls the attention away from the zombies as he ends up being spared. And as we transition over to the car in question, we see that it was our boy Akira who actually lured them all away so he could get the Kensho. Our boy's learning right here, guys. That's pretty damn smart. And it's here, noticing the coast is clear, we see Kensho finally leaving this room, taking that step of faith. And it's here as he's trying to leave, we see our boy Akira come out of nowhere and scare the shit out of him. What are friends for, guys? And it's here, before anything else can be done, Akira's got to get something off his chest. As he tells Kensho, you were right the whole time. I should have just quit a company like that. Like, no fucking shit, dude. But instead of listening to your advice, I got jealous of how successful and happy you were. I got annoyed and took my anger out on you. Even though we're friends, man, I'm sorry. As Kensho's just like, you came all this way just to tell me that. As Akira just tells him, I was really sorry, man, okay? I wanted to tell you. But it's here to interrupt our bromance moment. We see the appearance of zombies again, as they're forced to actually run up the stairs to the roof, because that's their only option. And as they're desperately trying to hold them back, we see that they're able to barricade it, at least for a little bit, for the time being. But it's here in this moment, the pressure is a little too much for Kensho. It's like, what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What the hell should we do, Akira? As Akira tells him as easily as if it was common sense, we jump. As he says, the next building over is close enough to leap across. As Kensho's literally like, that's impossible, man. And I gotta be honest, guys, I looked at this from multiple angles. I don't freaking know, dude, if you're making that jump. Your adrenaline's gotta be crazy, and you had to have been an athlete like these two are to even attempt that jump, or you're not making that shit. But Akira gets in position and tells him, guess we'll find out by jumping, baby. And as he sprints off the edge, we see him get to the other side and roll as he lands, which is what you're supposed to do if you're falling from a high distance. As he tells Kensho, how'd you like that, man? I freaking did it. As he tells Akira, you got some balls of steel, bro. Yo, true. But it's here, now that it's Kensho's turn, we see he hesitates as he tells Akira, look, I know you came all this way to save me, but I'm sorry. I don't think I can jump that. But it's here, thinking this is the end. He starts spilling his guts to Akira, telling him how he really has felt this whole time. As he tells him the truth is, I didn't enjoy my job at all. Day after day, I had to smile at people while lying to their faces. I tricked them into bad contracts. The praise from the higher ups, the company's acknowledgement, dining out with big-time politicians and famous athletes. That didn't make me happy at all. As he lets it all out and tells Akira, I was just showing off to you. I was just lying to myself to feel less empty inside. So I pretended like I was having fun. I was a horrible person, always bragging to you. I'm the one who needs to say I'm sorry. As he tells him just that. And this is a powerful scene, guys. It's real. These are his real feelings he's saying right here. And what he said about lying just to feel more empty, or to fill the emptiness inside, that shit is painfully real to a lot of people. Fuck. And Akira just smiles and tells him, that makes sense. That fun-loving panache of yours always came through to make sure we were having fun. Panache kind of means like very flamboyant confidence, guys. Like very over-the-top personality, in case you didn't know. And it's here thinking that. Kensho starts thinking to himself, you know, you're right. I always wanted a job where I could sincerely entertain my clients. As he tells him, I actually wanted to be a stand-up comic. As Akira just grins at him and says, then just quit already and become one right now. Take it from me. You should always listen to your friends when they give you advice. And this really touches Kensho right here. You can tell. As Akira says, if you're a stand-up comic, get ready and show me that you can jump that distance. And with his confidence at max, he sprints towards the edge, jumps off, rips his freaking clothes off across the jump for some reason, and almost doesn't make the jump because of it. As he's just like, Akira, give me a hand. It's not a joke this time, man. Give me a hand. And right before he falls, we see our boy Akira grab him and pull him up. As he's just like, damn, I scraped my balls on the way up, bro. Fuck. And it's here as we transition to later that night. We see these two chilling on the roof with each other, having a good time, drinking some beers, both butt-ass naked, because why not? Bros, baby. Bromance right here. As Kensho tells him, anyway, you were seriously amazing today, man. Guys who quit their jobs, drop everything and move on with their lives, tend to be really successful later on. As he adds, hell, you might even be the guy who saves us all from the zombie infection. Foreshadowing much, guys? I don't know. Certainly feels that way to me. And it's here as they both laugh it off like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Me? Please. We see them both for the first time in a long time just have a nice good laugh with a good friend. As we see Akira can finally cross off, drink and laugh with my best bud. And with that, our bromance-filled episode ends. And you know, guys, it's good to have romance in your life. Trust me, it is. It's really good for you. But it's probably more important to have good friends in it. Friends are what's going to help lift you up in your darkest times. Hell, this week on the channel just feels like the friendship week. We have Zom today, and we had Mushoku Tensei the other day, showcasing that friends are truly important for people. And I love it, man. It's such a good message that I feel like kind of gets pushed to the wayside nowadays. So I love that we're getting into that. And I love the fact that I was wrong about Kensho. I love that the show surprised me, and I know it's going to continue to do so. So, let me know your thoughts on this episode down below, guys, because I would love to hear about it. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time.